Hey, perfect spirit. I'm Sam, the Miracle Man. Now let's create a miracle right here, right now. Let's do this. All right, so if you're new to my channel, welcome. I talk about getting rid of the stress, the anxiety, the worry, the fears, all that stuff that's making you overwhelmed and stressed out with life. Now I help you get rid of this junk so you really can remember who you are. You're not the stories. You're greater than your thoughts, your stories, your beliefs. You are the perfect spirit. So today I want to talk about that. I'm really the anti-healer healer. Let me explain. I was never focused on healing when I got rid of my MS, my bipolar. That wasn't part of my formula for success, if you will. And I see a lot of this and a lot of these large healing groups. They're all talking about healing, 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 healing. And they're doing all this work, putting all this energy forward, and they're not getting results. There's probably a few people that are getting results. I'm saying that maybe if they have like 1,000 people in there, I suspect, maybe 20, 30 are actually getting results, and some are making progress, and there's a really large population that isn't getting any place. It's because when we say healing, it has so many stories related to healing. It's too big of a mind to leap, too big of a jump. And I know that would have been in my own case, been too big of a jump to say, oh, I'm going to heal myself of bipolar. I want to get rid of all my medicine, my cane, my cooling vest. I want to get rid of all that stuff. If it was that simple, there will be no health challenges in the world. It takes some effort, some practice to get rid of that stuff, to throw it out. So people that are really focused on healing usually don't heal themselves, because something interesting happens besides the head trash becoming a block. By healing, you're saying there's something wrong with the body. So you're putting that energy into the wrongness. So it actually causes that to expand, to stay stuck in place. So the whole key with healing is not to focus on healing. Some of you saw my video the other day, the rules to self-healing. The first rule is you don't talk about healing. That's the inner dialogue. I'm going to heal myself. I'm going to heal myself. Don't do that. The second rule of healing was don't talk about healing. And that's the external world, saying I'm going to heal myself of bipolar. I'm going to heal myself of MS. I'm going to heal myself of cancer. Whatever it may be. Because what's going to happen? They're going to project back to you all their head trash, why you can't do that, which is going to reinforce your head trash. So it's not helpful. So you really need to let go of any concept of healing and just really focus on peace. Like the way I healed wasn't by trying to say, I'm going to heal this, I'm going to correct this. And I had no idea that's what I I had no idea that I was going to try to heal myself. I simply read about meditation one day. But, meditation brings inner peace. And I didn't know how to meditate. I didn't know that you had to hold your hands a certain way, close your eyes, sit up your posture a certain way, breathe a certain way. This seems like really uncomfortable to me. So I just learned to, my sofa. I just sat on my sofa for 5 minutes a day. And 5 minutes a day was initially hard to begin because I thought meditation means stop thinking. So every day I'd be like, stop thinking, stop thinking, stop thinking. Then after about 2 weeks, I saw that was like a thought chasing a thought. Then I realized, wait a second, I have thoughts, but I'm not my thoughts. I'm not my stories. I'm not my beliefs. So if I'm not my thoughts, then who am I? We're all perfect spirit. We're all consciousness. We all have this true self and the false self, this illusion, this story up here that doesn't serve us. So the key to healing is don't focus on healing. It creates too big of a block. Yes, some people are successful. They can push through. They can persevere through that. But I would say maybe that works for 2-3% of the people, but not the majority. I mean, some of these people there have really, really large audiences. And you may see 500 testimonials, 1,000 testimonials of people healing themselves. But just think about that, 1,000 out of 5 million. So there's 4.999 million that did not heal themselves, but they put their best foot forward to do that. So it's just a struggle. It's a battle. And you don't want to do that with disease, with conditions. You don't want to give them energy. You don't want them sticking around. We're here to live this empowered life. So realize peace is the energy of transformation. You can do it the hard way if you want, to force it, to push through, to persevere. But your odds of success are maybe 1, 2, 3%. That's it. But the real key is that if you're just at peace, and then from peace, you follow your own intuitive voice on the way to heal, then the results are going to be flipped. I imagine over 90% people would have healed themselves at that point. If they can completely let go of this, completely trust themselves, then act on this deeper place. Maybe 80, 90% of people can heal themselves of that. If it's not like a birth defect, something that you were born with, like if you have an arm that doesn't work and it never worked from birth, it may never work again because it was not designed that way. It wasn't designed to be a working arm. It was designed to be your teacher in some way, some fashion. But I think there's probably like 10% of ailments that can't be cured by the mind, if you will, that there's something inherently wrong with the body. Or maybe what's coming to me, maybe there was something that could have been healed through the mind, but then you had surgery, a procedure, medicine, something that changed the chemistry, the biochemistry in the body, or the structure of the body. Now the body doesn't understand what was changed, so it can't persevere through that. The spirit always knows, but say, hey, you changed something here. This wasn't the DNA that you were born with. These aren't the mechanics you were born with. I'm looking at my arm. I see you can't see that. But just realize, if we're not changing the body blueprints, the DNA dramatically, we're not doing some kind of surgery to really alter the structure of the body, then the body knows what to do. But now I'm concerned that we're getting into areas of medicine where we are doing this DNA work. We are doing some manipulation of our natural beauty. And this is going to cause issues. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even 5 years, but maybe in 20 years from now. Like if you're 20 years old, maybe when you're mid 40s, late 50s, things start to go wrong. And you're like, why? What's going on? Maybe you changed something within the structure of the DNA to realize that we're born whole and complete, regardless of this story. And beware of people trying to feed this story with more fear that you must do this, you got to do this, and really pushing it down your throat. That's not meant for you. You're meant to march to your own drummer, your own way of being, but not from operating from this deeper place of the heart, the spirit, the consciousness. Up in here will just keep you lost and confused. And beware of people trying to keep you lost and confused to make you powerless. But I'm here to say that you have all the power of the universe within you. You are part of that one perfect spirit in all these different forms, all these different shapes. So I really go against the norm that I am really the anti-healer healer. I don't want any talk of healing. This is what I call, my circle now. But I say sometimes I'll say healing circle so people will understand. But eventually I just want to call it the circle. And people will understand that's the community. We're a circle of perfect spirit in all different forms, knowing that we are whole and complete in this deep level, that we can do all things from here. But we're altering things that were not meant to be altered. We have this perfect human body just the way it is. And then we have all these outside influences causing damage. That's not needed. That's not necessary. All right, I think that's my talk for today. So let me know if you have any questions, any concerns. What topics would you like me to discuss? Because life is challenging. Maybe you don't have the clarity because the mind is so busy, like buzzsaw of noise. Maybe you just need a little clarity, a little insight, a little aha. This is what I need to do. For me, it was simply my spirit saying, perfect spirit. When I knew myself as perfect spirit, hearing that reminder, then my diseases went away. My medicine went away. Everything just went away when I knew who I truly was. So the circle is really a trip back to home, your home of spirit that you never really knew before. You were just simply lost up in here. All right, that's it for today. Take good care of yourself. Bye for now.